how to cut a SIM card down to a nano size for the Samsung Galaxy S8. So you can see here I have a micro SIM card. It's a little bit big for the SIM tray. So you need to cut it down to a nano size. And here is a nano SIM card. You can see it fitting perfectly fine. And this is what we need to cut down. If we look at the SIM card, there is a cut corner over here. So we're going to try to mimic the original one, the nano size. With this one here, we're going to cut it down. Now you can see here on the side here, it has a very thin, around 1 millimeter or half a millimeter of white plastic around the metal piece here. So we try to cut it down. So try to lace the card the same directions. If you forget the directions, then you can get the card upside down. So make sure the cut corner align with the same with the nano SIM card, and you just need a scissors and cut it along the edge, the metal part right there. So they're even a little bit thinner. And just a tiny bit on the corner here, and then around the edge at the top here. We need to also cut that down. Make sure that you remember which corner it is, because once you cut it down to the nano size, it's very hard. So this is the cut corner. I'll just cut it first so that I don't forget. Or you can make a mark on the back here. So if there's a logo on this side and the cut corner is on this side, just make a mark so you remember. And down the edge here is a little bit thicker on the side here, so we're just going to cut it like that. And then you don't want to cut too much into the card, because then you can test it. If it doesn't fit, you can cut a bit more. If you cut too much in, then you can't reverse it. Again, you remember the cut corners on this side here, opposite the logo. So we put it in like so. Now you can see it still doesn't fit, so now we need to cut down a little bit more, as you can see right there. So if you cut too much, you can't reverse it, but if you haven't cut enough, then you can always cut a little bit more. So I just cut down the edge here. Make sure you don't cut into the metal bit, as it might cause you to have a signal problem later. Give it another try. It's almost there. We just need to cut the top here because it's a bit too much at the top. So just cut a bit off here. Again, make sure the corner is cut. Now we can compare the two. Now as you can see, it's still a little bit thick over here. We can cut it down a little bit more, because this micro SIM card, the gold metal bit is a little bit bigger than the actual piece itself. So that's why sometimes you have to cut it a bit closer to the metal bit. Okay, so we'll give it a try. Let's see how we go. It's almost there. There's a little bit more at the top here, as you can see. Cut it down a little bit. cut this corner in a little bit. Okay, now you can see it's nice and flat, so that should fit in perfectly. Just take the case out and we'll slide in like so. As you can see right here. And that's it. That's how you can cut the SIM card. Now this SIM card is quite old. It's not activated. Now you can see there are signals picking up already. Now I haven't got any credit on here, so it might not work. We'll give it a try. Okay, it's not registered on network because the SIM is not activated, but it reads the SIM card. It's just not activated at the moment. This SIM card is old. So that's how you can cut the SIM card for your S8. As you can see here, looking at the metal bit as a guide, you want to cut it very close to the metal bit, like so. So this is the original one coming from the network provider itself. So as you can see there, that corner has to be cut a little bit right there. And that's it. If you just follow these pictures here, this SIM card, and you can see there's a very thin white plastic around the metal bit, and if you keep continuing along this side, the top and the side and the bottom, you should be able to cut it down and then use the SIM card straight away. Very useful if you need to use the SIM card straight away where you don't have time to go and buy a new one and activate it. So you can cut this one down and use it straight away for now, and when you have the time, you can, if you want, you can buy a proper one. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video.